Hello, welcome. Question number 9b. Also, more or less like a word problem. Well, I may say word problem if I can put it that way. The sum of the inverse of two fractions is 6. Twice the inverse of the first fraction is the same as 5 added to 3 times the inverse of the second fraction. We have to find those fractions. Now, in finding this, we need to represent the first fraction and the second fraction by a certain variable or an expression, if I can put it that way. Now, remember, every whole number is also a fraction. So I'm going to begin with the whole number as a fraction. So let's say we let x and y be the fractions. If x and y are the fraction, meaning the first fraction is x, the second fraction is what? Is y. X over 1 is a fraction. So if you are saying the inverse, then the inverse of this function becomes what? So we can say that their inverse becomes 1 on x and what? 1 on y. Inverse, the reciprocal. So if you reciprocate this, you get what? The one from behind under become what? The numerator. All right. We can also begin with this as the fraction we are dealing with. This is the first fraction, the second fraction, then x and y become its reciprocal. So there are two legs to the question. We can begin with a whole number as a fraction and take this as the inverse, or pick this as the main fractions and go along with this as what? The inverse. You come back to the same answer. But I would like to see you try that in the comment section. So if this is what we have, we cannot begin by saying that the sum of their inverse, the sum of this and this is what? 6. So this implies that 1 on x plus 1 on y equals what? 6. We have our first equation. We can either make one of them the subject and proceed from there. Then we continue to say that twice the inverse of the first fraction, twice the inverse of this is the same, meaning is equals to 5 added to 3 times, thrice mean 3 times, the second fraction. Let me just go along and say that 2 times 1 on x is the same as what? 3 times 1 on y added on by 5. That's what the second equation we have. 2 times the first fraction, the inverse fraction, equals to thrice the second fraction added on by what? 5. All right. Now we have two equations and we are having reciprocal. So we can maintain the 1 over x and 1 over y as 1/10 and use that as an, what do you call it? Making one of them the subject, not necessarily making x the subject or y the subject. All right. Let's rewrite the second equation as 2 on x equals to 3 on y plus what? 5. I think I can do this, right? All right. Or I think we can just maintain it the way it is. Let me maintain the way it is, since I wanted to make one of the subject. So I can say that from equation 1, I can say that 1 on x is equals to, what can I see? 6 minus what? 1 on what? Y. That is making 1 over x the subject. Right? Can I do that? All right. Let's see. We are trying. Let's move on and say that if that is the case, we put it into second equation, making our 2 into bracket 1 on x, which is now 6 as a whole number, minus 1 on y, right, equals to, I think here I can expand. Can I expand? Let's say 3 on y plus what? 5. Let me expand this and see. This becomes 12 minus 2 on y, 3 on y plus 5. Okay, I think I'm going somewhere. What do? I'm going to group like terms, right? In grouping like terms, if this goes here, it becomes what? Positive. This comes here as negative. So 12 minus 5 equals to 3 on y plus 2 on y. Same denominator, y. We add the numerators, making 5 on y. So this is going to be 7 equals to 5 on y. Cross multiply, y will be equals to this times this, 5 divided by 7. So 5 divided by what? 7. Let's see if this will make sense at the end of it. Okay, let's take it like that. So this is y. So this is the first fraction or the second fraction that we have. So now the next thing is to find the x. How can we find the x? From equation 1, let's see if I can buy space here. From equation 1, I am seeing 1 on x, or let's say from equation 3. Let me label this as equation 3. 1 on that equals to 6 minus 1 on y. And what is y? 5 on what? 7. So it means that we are going to reciprocate this to make it 7 on what? 5. What would that also give us? Let's put this as a fraction. I'm trying to conserve the space, so bear with me. The LCM here is going to be 5. So it becomes 30 minus 7. That will be 23 divided by what? 5, right? Yeah, so I can pick it from here and say that your 1 on x is equals to 23 on what? 5. But we want the x, right? We want the fraction we are beginning with. So if that is the case, I can say that x will be equals to 5 divided by what? 23. Let's see, let's make a check and see that if we add these two fractions, are we adding the two fractions? No, we are adding their inverse. The sum of their inverse must give us 6. So let's make some little check here and see. The inverse of this will be 7 on 5 plus the inverse of this will be 23 on what? 5. Same denominators. We add the top, 30 on what? 5, which will give us what? 6. So we can conclude that the value, the first fraction is going to be 5 on 23, and the second fraction is going to be 5 on what? 7. If we are looking for their reciprocal, as the question, you see, we have to find a fraction. So if it is the reciprocal we are looking for, then this is going to be 23 on 5, and this is going to be 7 on what? 5. I guess we are on point. I know you can also find various ways in solving word problem. We don't have a direct route in solving word problem. Do that and share your answer in the comment section, since we are always learning new things together. Like, share, subscribe, and come back for more.